What's up YouTube? My name is Smitty and welcome to my truck and travel channel. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 things to make your RAV4 just a little bit better. The first one's pretty expensive at $169 and it actually sat in my cart for 6 months because I could not afford it. I was hoping the price would go down and it never did. Then Black Friday came and they lowered the price 25%, so I jumped on it as fast as humanly possible. The other 2 are relatively inexpensive at $20 a piece. I say relatively inexpensive because $10 to me is really expensive. So do what your budget can afford. But yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so the first product I'm gonna show you guys is a dash cam from FitCam-X. This works for the 2019 to the current model Toyota RAV4. If you do not own a Toyota RAV4, FitCam does offer a variety of makes and models for your vehicle. So I'll leave the link in the description right down below and you can check them out for yourself. This thing is $169, but that price is absolutely worth it. Once you see the quality in the images and videos that this thing puts out, it records in 4K. Most dash cam companies say they record in 4K, but once you open the settings, you'll see that they're recording in 1080p, so they're lying to you. This thing records perfectly in the brightest of day and it records at night, so it picks up details like people's faces, people's vehicles, and you can actually read the license plates. This thing is very sleek. It looks factory. It tucks behind your rearview mirror. You will never know it's there. Your passengers never know it's there. This thing is absolutely perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this thing open so you can see exactly what comes inside of it. First thing, the owner's manual, the wiring harness, and the little trim piece. You don't have to use this. You can use your original one if you want to. This is just a little bit bigger to make it installation a little easier. And then it also includes your dash cam with an SD card already inside of it, which is 64 gigabyte, which most companies don't give you anything that big. Right here on the top, there's a power button and a capture button. So let's say something happens on the road and you want to capture it, hit that capture button, it'll save that audio and it won't re-record over it because this thing records on a loop. So it keeps recording and keeps recording until something happens or you capture it. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you where this thing goes and how to install it right now. All right, so your dash cam is actually gonna go right back here. You're gonna remove this cover and then the dash cam has a new cover. It just pops right back on. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove this mirror so you can see exactly how to install it without this being in the way. All right, so the next thing you gotta do is you gotta remove this trim piece slash panel piece. And how you do that, you can use this little trim removal tool right here that they include in the kit. But I'm gonna show you how to do it without that. All you gotta do is reach up right here where it meets the headliner and then push down and you'll hear it disengage. You'll still have a mirror here, so it'll be hanging to the mirror. How to get it off the mirror, slide your finger in the hole and then pull down just like that. It'll remove this little teeny trim piece and then you can get it around the mirror. Once you get that trim piece off, the next thing you got to do is you got to remove these pink locking tabs. And how you do that, it wraps around a piece of plastic, so you got to kind of separate it. Don't separate it too far or it'll break, and then slide it off. As you can see, the center right there, it locks into this little piece on the plastic. And then slide it onto the new one. As you can hear, it just locked it into place. Do the same thing to the other one. And how to install the dash cam is even easier. Go back to the little kit that they give you and get the quick connectors that they give you. And what you're gonna do is unplug this connector right here. Take the new connector that they give you, the white one, and then connect it right where you disconnected it. And it clicks in. Take the cord that was first disconnected and then plug it into the new kit like that. Then you're going to tuck that out of the way. Again, you'll have a mirror here. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. And then this cord actually plugs into the new dash cam. Now take your dash cam take that wire that's left and then plug her in. It only goes in one way. And then slide it right back in how it was with the other one. Just like that. And then take that last little piece of trim that's in this kit and then put it around your mirror and then click it in. And then you are done. And just like other dash cam companies, you'll have to download their app, and then all your video recordings will be saved there, and then you can save it to your phone if you want to. But that's another reason why I like this company, is they do not charge you some stupid monthly fee to access your own recordings. They're there, it's free, do with it as you will. And then one last thing, this will only record while your car is on. If you want it to always record, you'll have to buy an adapter and then hardwire it into your car and the fuse box to give it constant power. But 9 times out of 10, you won't need it to always record. I just need it to record while I'm driving, and these idiots are trying to run me off the road, and then they're blaming me for all their stupid mistakes. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. All right, the next product I'm gonna show you guys actually deals with the hood. So I'm gonna prop this open. It's actually this hood prop right here. So what I bought is some hood hydraulics or hood struts that'll pop this hood up all by itself, checking your oil, changing your oil, doing any work under the hood 10 times easier. And what it comes with is 2 hood struts for each side, 2 brackets, and 2 ball mounts for the top. So bracket up, bracket down, bracket up, bracket down, and then 2 struts. Easy, right? Let's go ahead and do this. All right, here's everything all laid out so you can see it. Here's your hydraulic struts. Here's the bottom bracket. Here's the top bracket for the right side, top and bottom for the left side. And what you'll need is a ratchet and a 12mm with an extension. I got a 6-inch extension. I think that'll be perfect for this job. Let's go ahead and knock it out. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is the passenger side or the right side. You're gonna grab this bracket with the knob facing left with the 3 holes below it. And you're gonna come to this bolt right here, take it off. It's a 12mm. Once you get that bolt out, if you want it at this height, go ahead and put it in the second one. If you want it taller, put it in the top one. If you want it lower, put it in the bottom one. You ain't gotta go gorilla, just make it nice and snug. It ain't moving, that's good. Grab the bottom. After you grab the bottom bracket, you're gonna orient it with the knob facing you, with it slanted towards you, and it'll be flat port right here. Grab the strut and pop it on. Just like that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take off that bottom bolt right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the furthest bolt right there. Once you get that bolt out, grab your bracket and then put the bolt right back in. All right, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is put this strut on that ball. So you're gonna have to turn the strut and then put the ball in the hole. But you're gonna have to lift up the hood, take off the manual strut just to get this to lower. So I'm just gonna do it with my head, but it'd be easier if you do it with someone. And then lower it down and then pop it in, just like that. One thing I forgot to mention, make sure the rod is down here and then the covering is up here. And then do the same thing to the other side. And it should pop up all by itself. All right, the last product I wanted to show you guys were these lights. I've actually had them installed for a couple months. If you caught my RAV4 tour video, you actually saw a quick snippet of these. These are very easy to install, and it's literally only 20 bucks to buy them. I bought them on Etsy, and they came within 2 weeks because they came from China. Obviously, it takes a little bit longer to come from there. Yeah, it's really simple. You just take off all this plastic trim. It's really, really simple. I try to do this where it was dark, where you can see the effects of the light, but not too dark where you couldn't see what I'm doing. But basically, you just take off this middle panel with your hand. And then you pop the two sides off. That one just fell off, and then you pop this one off. And then you take off the two bolts here, the two bolts here, and then you'll pop this big cover off. And then literally all you do is run the wire. As you can see, this is the wire right here. I zip tied it to the existing wire, and then zip tied it, zip tied it, zip tied it, ran it through. The hardest part was getting the wire through this waterproofing seal right here. What I did was I took a metal hanger, tied the wire to the metal hanger, popped this out just like this, shoved the wire in, and then pushed it through, and then fed it through the top, ran it down the side, ran it across, and then to this light. That's all you do. But yeah, I hope you all liked this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up right down below, and also consider subscribing and become part of our squad. Squad. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. All right, so the next product I'm gonna show you guys is some hydraulic hood props or hood struts. Basically eliminating the need for this manual prop rod right here. Even though these only cost $20, it would probably cost Toyota 15 cents to put these in the Toyota RAV4, but Toyota's like, I gotta cut costs somewhere, so let's go ahead and take out the hydraulic hood props to make it easier to lift your hood when you're working on your f***ing car. I can't use that. I just can't understand why Toyota just gave us this one little back hatch light. Like, that's all you get with the RAV4. With the 4Runner, you do get rear hatch lights. So why can't they include these lights in the RAV4? Because people with RAV4s want to see in the back of their car as well. I don't know why Toyota's cutting costs. Like the hood props. Why can't they include hydraulic hood props in the back? Why can't they include some lights so you can see your cargo in your car? I don't understand it, but